Gary Searle after Dorking 1, Ebbsfleet 4. It said on the scoreboard at the end of the game, but I don't think many people would have predicted that before the game.
No, a lot of people talking about the kind of almost derby mentality and the rivalry, and I think from our perspective we try to almost eradicate that out of our thoughts. We've got a game to win, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. And I think that when you got here, you could tell that the environment, they were trying to make it a little bit hostile, a little bit aggressive, and we had to weather a little bit of storm, which we knew we were going to have to. We had to come back from a goal from behind. But I have no doubt in my faith in this side. They've got capabilities to do great things, and goals is one of them. And I think really, if we'd looked after the ball a little bit better at times, we probably could have scored more.
You went behind after 23 minutes, but you were soon back on level terms. It was probably important that you got back as quickly as you did.
Yeah, look, I think the first sort of exchanges between the two teams were relatively even. I thought we had a little bit more of the possession up until the first goal, and my disappointment with the team was that we weren't getting our shots off. We had 5 or 6 times in the first half before they scored that we could have got shots off, and without me saying anything, Rax then gets the equaliser, and I'm like, that's what it's about. You have to shoot outside the penalty area sometimes. And you know what, fair play to the lads. Once we kind of got that sort of foothold in the game, I thought that we managed it very well.
The quality of the goals you scored was outstanding. I mean, you mentioned Rax's goal where he turned, left the defender, shot, wonderful goal. Luke O'Neill's free kick. They had every defender back in the box. It was a wonderful free kick, the way he picked out his spot.
Yeah, look, Luke backs himself in those situations, and it's ironic because we're saying in the bench, we're saying like, listen, he wants to take every free kick, and Searle was saying, because he backs himself to score, and I'm like, well, it's quite close, and is he going to be able to get over the wall? And then next thing I know, the fans are celebrating, and we've got a bit of egg on our face, to be fair. But no, look, Lukey's got great quality. I thought he was outstanding today, to be fair.
And the fourth goal, substitute coming off the bench. That's what substitutes are for, to come on and make a difference. And Dominic Samuel scored the fourth goal, which really put the game to bed, didn't it?
Yeah, look, Dom's been unlucky. Because we're blessed with 3 very, very talented centre forwards, and we've just on a run, and generally you don't change your winning side if you don't have to. And I think from his attitude and his perspective, he's come on and done exactly what we knew he'd do. We knew he was going to get a goal sooner or later, because he could have had 2 or 3 in the last 2 or 3 games. But that just shows the squad mentality at the minute. And as I said, we don't work on subs anymore. We work on starters and finishers, and his job was to come on and finish the game for us, and he certainly did that.
Up until this week, the club hadn't had back-to-back wins this season, and I know that you've sort of eradicated that from the vocabulary in the squad about back-to-back this or some of the other cliches. But now you've won 3 on the spin. I mean, what are you doing? What are you putting in their breakfast?
Look, listen, it's easy as a manager at times to stand here and kind of get plaudits and pats on the back, but this is a collective. That's everybody at the club. That's the backroom staff that make sure we've got the food on the table. It's the kit people. It's everyone who's involved in that, and it's a real camaraderie and coming together. Everyone wants to be in this league next season, and you can see that in everything we do. And I'm lucky. I'm standing and I'm reaping the benefits from it, because have I changed the environment and the atmosphere? I'd like to think so. Have we improved the culture? I'd like to think so. Have I improved our playing style? I'd like to think so, but they have to buy into that, and so do the staff, and everyone has. So, as I said, from our perspective, it's what we're all putting in the breakfast, I think, that's making it work.
But you've got 11 points, is it, out of 15? It's an extraordinary run that you're on. I mean, how have you done it so quickly?
I think it's just about bringing confidence. I've always said about, and I've mentioned it to you several times, it's about treating them like human beings, and it's sitting them down and having conversations, because you can find out a lot about people, what motivates them, what the problems have been. Because at the end of the day, you can clearly see the capabilities in the squad, and sometimes it's just minor little changes, little pep talks before games, little bits of instructions. Some people need a rocket, they thrive on that, and it's just understanding their mentalities and what makes them tick. And I think we've so far so good. Look, I'm not going to stand here and think this is going to be us now, we're going to go and win 10 on the bounce, because could it happen? I think the quality in the group's there. Is it realistic? Well, we wouldn't be where we were or where we are if that was capabilities of consistency. So we just have to be smart, we just have to be sensible, we have to keep working hard, and I think that's one of the biggest things. We've brought an intensity to training that probably wasn't there before.
You've certainly brought a lot of hope to the Ebbsfleet fans, but between now and the end of the season, it's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I was talking to the Dorking manager before the game, and this is the weirdest probably season in a long time, that you can be second bottom in February, and you're in touching distance of finishing in the top half of the table come April. It's just unheard of. Normally it's 5 or 6 down there, maybe one that if they have a bad run might get dragged in, but you literally with 2 or 3 wins you could find yourself in the top half of the table but still be in danger. It's crazy, but look, we're enjoying the ride at the minute, and when it comes to the part where we might have to rise these up because it doesn't go our way, we'll be ready for that as well.
An away result like this today could add a few more to the gate for next Saturday's home game with Rochdale, couldn't it?
Yeah, we've already alluded to, like we did on Tuesday night, about how important our fans. I mean, they were outstanding today. It was like a home game, and that's full credit to them. I know it's not a million miles to come, but it's still not easy to get to, and they've made great efforts to get here, and they've showed great loyalty and great support for the players. So yeah, if we can get that at home to Rochdale, because Rochdale will bring a few, and let's create an atmosphere, let's create a cauldron for them to come into and make it as uncomfortable as we possibly can.
Well, you'll be doing it on the pitch. It's their job to do it from the terraces, so good luck, Danny. Well done today.
Lovely, thank you very much.